Robert Morris coach Bernard Clark Jr. Team coming off a 46-0 victory. They're going to play Howard this week, a home game. So, coaches, some thoughts on your team, and then we'll go to some questions.
Oh, yes. I mean, I think Saturday we finished well, 46-0. Obviously, you want to get a goose egg as much as you can. But we also did some things on offense that we felt good about. Finally established the running game a little bit. Got over 200-something yards. So that was good. And also passing game, got a second-team quarterback in there. And also got some reserves, an opportunity to play, which was real crucial for us because a couple of guys starting to get dinged up a little bit.
Well, Coach, let's talk about your opponent first and Howard. What can you tell us about them and what you've seen on tape and expect this weekend?
Well, they're not what their record says. That's the one thing about them. I think they're in the top 10 in the nation in scoring. So offensively, they do some great things. They have a veteran quarterback who was there back when we played them back in 2021, and he's been able to lead them in a good position. Have wide receivers that are outstanding. 4 good wide receivers that do a lot of good things, catch the ball well, caught some real good passes against Eastern Michigan. And also they have a running back, a little bit by committee, but these guys are good. I mean, they're extremely good running backs, also run the Wildcat extremely well. Up front, their offensive line is big. I mean, they got one guy, I think he's like 6'9", 326 pounds or something crazy like that. So they got some guys up front that are going to make some things happen. And defensively, I know the defensive coordinator. I also know the head coach. The head coach and I coached together at USF, Larry Scott, and also defense coordinator Troy Douglas. Him and I also coached defense. I was a D-line coach, and he was a secondary coach while we were at USF also. And so on defense, they do some good things. I mean, they got a good defensive line that batted down a lot of balls. They do a good job of getting the quarterback's face and batting those balls down. 2 grad corners who are doing an outstanding job, who's playing very well for them. And a senior, number 0, he's a senior safety who's played well. But the guy that really sticks out to me is the middle linebacker, number 25. The guy runs well. He actually reminds me of Rohan Marley, who played down at the University of Miami a couple of years after I left, and real fast, real quick, and has no problem hitting you in your face. A real good player that plays hard.
Well, with your team, and we talked a little bit of this last week, now passing efficiency, you're second nationally as a team. And so those things you want to do, how does that work against a defense that wants to bat a lot of balls down, at the line too?
I think the thing is, Chick has been extremely efficient. That's what I told you about Chick. He's not one of those guys. He's not trying to get a ton of yards or anything like that, but he's extremely efficient. He's always going to try to take a profit. So that's the thing about it. We're going to take what they give us. I mean, that's a good thing about Chick. He's not going to try to get it bomb, get it long, and everything else. He's going to go where it needs to be at. He's going to go through his read progression and do a good job of doing those things and getting the ball to the right receiver.
And I think we referenced him by name, but Noah now has, I believe, 3 straight 100-yard receiving games. So they obviously have that connection too. What has he shown you, especially this week when he had 139 receiving yards?
Well, to be honest with you, the thing that Noah shows me and it shows the rest of the coaches, it's not so much what he does on game day, it's what he does during the week. We're talking about a guy that practices extremely hard. He's always smiling. He's always in a great mood. He takes great notes in meetings, and he's that guy you're looking for as a leader. I mean, he's a leader because, he's our gunner on punt team. He's also one of our guys on punt return team, and then not returning the punt. He's a guy that's going after trying to block the punt. So his work ethic is outstanding, and that's what makes him a good football player. So Saturdays kind of come easy to Noah. He's one of those guys that he practices like he plays. So on Saturdays he plays like it's practice, and he gets after it pretty doggone good. He's doing a great job. That's the thing that makes him stand out. Like I said, and other players look up to him. He's not a guy that's going to slack in his work. He's going to continue to work hard, even though he's one of the top guys in the nation in FCS football as receiving yards. He's also a guy that works his butt off.
You got off to a quick start, obviously, in this game. I know if you ever coach for the Druthers, everybody wants to get off to a quick start. Do you think that is that the MO of your team? Are you going to be able to keep doing that? Or how do you see this game and upcoming games going with your team getting off quickly?
Well, it's like you said, Cal, you want to start off quickly. I mean, but we've been able to do that offensively and defensively, especially offensively. I think every first drive, except for against Air Force, I think we may have moved the ball down and put it in the end zone, and especially in the 2 victories that we had. Even against Youngstown, we were able to drive it down the field and put it in the end zone. So offense is doing a good job of that. We want to start a little quicker on defense. We want to make sure we start a little quicker. We want to do a more 3-and-outs or get a turnover, trying to put ourselves in those positions. The thing we don't want to do on special teams is continue to kick the ball out of it. So it's a situation where he kicked out a ball a couple of times, but he's trying to overcompensate for the win and a bunch of other stuff. And myself and the special teams coach, Coach Tansky, keep telling him, man, just kick the ball. Stop worrying about 1,000 things. So let's make sure we start out on a good note. So we're trying to keep special teams consistent, trying to make sure we hold down on the missed tackles on defense and continue to be efficient on offense.
and you're playing at home again. So like after this game, then you have 3 of 4 on the road. So just talk that being at home and how it was being at home again, last week too.
It was nice. It was nice, except for the rain. It was homecoming. So it rained. It was crazy. Cal walk out to a packed crowd. It's probably about 3,500, 3,900 people here. Everybody's screaming and using their minds in the first half. We go in, it's 33-0. We walk out to the stadium. It's my wife and the parents. That's all left in the stadium when we get back. So we look up in the stands and it's raining. It's just a constant drizzle and it's getting cold. So it's one of those situations. First half was great. The crowd was great, but I'm sure most of them went and looked at the streaming of it at their cars or somewhere else in the second half. But our guys continue to work hard and continue to fight hard and play together.
Well, maybe that's the last of the hurricanes that are going to come through to give bad weather. But Coach, as always, appreciate your time this morning. Best of luck this weekend. We'll talk to you again next Tuesday.
Thanks, Cal. Let's go, Bobby Moe.